Hello everyone, this is Chaster channel. My name is Kirill and we talk about watches here. And today we are setting up the Casio G-Shock GA-2000 GA-2000 S7A watch using the GA-2000 S7A model as an example. Before using the watch, we can see that there are two electronic displays and a mode indicator on the dial. To start using the watch, let's first set the current time. Right now the watch is in current time mode. This is the mode where the seconds are counted at the bottom, and on the right the time is duplicated. Or perhaps here on the right we have the day of the week, in this case Monday, or the date, month 11, day 2. All of this is changed using this button in current time mode. Well, let's leave it to duplicate the time. So press and hold the top left button, sound signal, the hands start moving and we begin setting the time. Here we have, first of all, the hand indicator lights up. This means the hands are now in setting mode. They are moved, not showing the current time. And the city is displayed, in this case Athens. We are now in Moscow, so we use the right buttons to move. So in the other direction, we move to Moscow. So here it is, Mao. We have set Moscow, press the lower left button, and so the DST indicator lights up and the word off appears. This is our daylight saving time setting. In this case, it is turned off. We leave it like that. If you need to turn it on, simply use the right buttons to activate it. Next, press the bottom left button. Here we have the 12-24 format. I find the 24-hour format convenient, so I change it to the 24-hour format using the right button. Next, we go to time setting using the bottom left button. Here we have seconds lit up. Well, we'll leave the seconds as they are. Now hours. So, right now in Moscow, it is 15:26. The hours are correctly set, minutes are correct. If they are not set correctly, you can change them using the right buttons as you wish. Here you go. Next we set the year. Well, the year is also set correctly, 2020. You can also change it using the right buttons. Next the month and day, the same thing, already set correctly, but you can change all of this using the right buttons. Next, key. This is the sound signal when pressing buttons. It's currently enabled. You can press mute. That is, press the right button, mute appears, which means that your watch will not make sounds when you press the buttons. But since our video is about settings, it's important for me that you hear every button press, so we leave the button press sound enabled. And the last setting mode here is light. This is the duration of the backlight. Right now we have it lit for 1. We can set the backlight to last not 1 second but 3. We press the right button and it will be 3. Well, let's leave it at 1 second. After all, to save energy, because the longer your backlight stays on, the more often you use it, the faster the watch battery will drain. And that's it. We've set the watch, and at the end of the settings, press the top left button. The hands start moving and that's it. The hands reach the correct time of 15:27. We've set the time and now let's start dealing with the modes. We have several modes here. Switching from mode to mode is done by pressing the bottom left button. Meanwhile, note that this indicator will change. So, WT, world time. In this mode, we can view the time in any time zone. How is this done? Simply using the right buttons, we select a city, for example, Berlin. Press the top left button, observe, 13:28. Also, in this mode, you can view the daylight saving time in this city. If you need this, hold down the upper left button, the word on appears, and we look, 14:29. This is if it were daylight saving time. And back, 13:29. But people don't use this function very often. Let's move on. Stopwatch. In this mode, we can measure time with an accuracy of 0.01 seconds and for a duration of up to 1 day. What needs to be done for this? For this, we need to start the stopwatch using the bottom right button. Here we have 0.01 seconds, here the seconds start, and minutes. Once the measurement time reaches 1 hour, there will be seconds here and hours there. To stop the stopwatch, we press the same lower right button and reset it on the top. You can also measure intermediate time. For example, we've started the stopwatch, we're running a distance, and at some segment of the distance we want to see how much time has passed, but the actual time measurement should not stop. For this, we press the upper right button. Look, 13 seconds. We press it again and return to the current time measurement, which didn't stop, meaning it's already 20 seconds. We can also record two finished results. For example, if two people are running, when the first one finishes, we press the upper right button, 38 seconds, and when the second finishes, we press the lower right button, time stops. And to move to the result of the second person, press on the top right, minus 44 seconds, and we reset on the top. The next mode is our timer mode, countdown timer. In this mode, we can start a countdown timer from 1 second to 24 hours. By default, it's set to 10 minutes. To set the required measurement time, hold down the upper left button. Here the timer hours light up. Using the right buttons, we set the hours. Next, the lower left, minutes, and then the lower left, seconds. After setting, press the upper left button. You can start the timer with the lower right button. As you can see, the countdown has started. Press it again to stop if we need to pause the countdown. Reset with the upper right button. The next mode is the alarm mode. Here we have the standard for G-Shocks, 5 alarms, one of which has a time delay. And also in this mode we can set an hourly signal. To move from one alarm to another, we press the right button. Here we have 5 of them. And SIG. So, using the first alarm as an example. Зажимаем. Hold the upper left button. The ALM indicator lights up, meaning the alarm is on. And just like with the timer, it's set. Hours, minutes. And on, this means that the alarm is on. After setting, press the left button, upper left. That's it. At 3 hours 4 minutes, the alarm will ring. We do the same with the rest of the alarms if we need to set several. And SIG, that is the hourly signal. Hold the upper left button, on appears, and the SIG indicator lights up. This means that we will hear an audible signal every hour. If we don't need this, press the upper left button and the indicator disappears. There will be no signal. That's all. That's it for the functions. However, please note that our minute and hour hands may sometimes overlap these electronic displays. These watches have an interesting feature called temporary hand movement. We need to press the light button twice. Here it is at the bottom. After that, the hands will temporarily move and we can read information from the dials. But this needs to be done very quickly. Here is the sound signal, the hands move, and we read the information from the dials. The last thing I would like to say about setting up these watches, perhaps the time on the hands will not match this time, and also this mark and mode indicators may not align perfectly with this hand. Let me demonstrate this to you and how to fix it. In the current time mode, we need to hold the upper left button and wait for about 5 seconds until the H-set message appears, as we see, and then the SUPI message. This is where we manually adjust the hands. Look, here SUP is flashing. Here we use the right buttons to change the initial position of the mode indicator if it is not showing correctly. To make it display correctly, we need to set this mark exactly at 9 o'clock. There, we set it exactly at 9 o'clock, but it was already set. I just demonstrated it to you. Next, press the lower left button to switch to adjusting the hands. This problem often occurs for people. Their hands do not match the electronic time in order for them to match. You need to set them to exactly 12 o'clock. Well, since I have everything set up now, they will now stand exactly at 12 o'clock. But if they are not exactly at 12 o'clock for you, then you use the right buttons to change their position in different directions. They move. And make it so that they stand exactly at 12 o'clock. After you do all this, right now it's exactly 12 o'clock, press the top left button, and that's it. All your hands are adjusted as needed. If this setup helped you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Well, that's all. Goodbye, everyone.